Warning: this podcast is rated not for moms.
or anyone who reports back to our moms.
I'm Niveda,
And I'm Tanishka.
and this is
Don't
Don't
Tell My Mom.
Tell My Mom.
So, in this episode, we have a very, very special guest and a very good friend of mine, Mr. Larry. I wanted Mr. Larry to be on this episode because he's one of the very few guy friends that I have that I respect a lot. He's open-minded, he thinks a lot, and he's a fashionista. He's here, he's brave, and he's about to say things that he can't take back. Welcome to the pod, Mr. Larry.
Thank you for having me. I'm really grateful.
Okay, so with our guest for the episode, let's move on to our episode Hookup Culture, Pressure, and Men. So we have segment one, relationships, love, and hookup culture. First question that we have is, what does a healthy relationship mean to you?
So I think uh, a good relationship for me and a healthy relationship for me would be to have someone who you can trust and who you can believe upon when you are at your lowest and have the will to live with them. And I think that can be achieved by proper communication and mostly by being with the person for a certain amount of time.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
What about you, Niv?
Mm. It's probably when we both have a mutual understanding and able to communicate without any, fear or something.
Hmm.
And most importantly, it should be trust because without that, it's not going to go any further. And once it is broken, don't even think of going back to it. So, yeah.
Yeah, okay, that is true. And I think for me, a healthy relationship would be like two people who are independent but are still codependent on each other rather than just being dependent on each other for each and everything, you know.
Yeah.
You guys said all the other points, so that's all I had.
Okay. Moving on to the next question. Do people fall in love fast these days?
What do you
I
think?
think they do not fall in love quickly. I think they misunderstand the term crush and attraction and they
Yeah.
think that is love basically.
I mean, I like to be honest, these days people don't love. They just like, think attachment and attention is love. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. And I think like for me, I wouldn't tell that not everyone, they fall in love too fast or they fall in love too slow, but
Yeah.
like it depends on how mature you are, I guess.
Hmm.
Moving on to the third question we have, is hookup culture empowering or is it damaging? What do you think, Mr. Larry?
For me, it's definitely damaging because what do you mean we went from marrying the first person we fell in love with to like having like one night stands and having like situationships.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, in my perspective, I also think it's damaging, but you know, it has become too common these days because they think it like hookup culture is very cool and
Yeah.
all. Yeah.
Yeah, I
What
mean that
about you?
that is true. Like rather than everyone like just being in a situationship or hooking up because they want to, right now everyone does it just because it's a cool thing to do. So
Yeah.
I think it's really damaging for the people who actually want a relationship. So,
Yeah. Okay, moving on to the next question. Can hookup turn into serious relationship?
For me personally, I don't think that would be a thing, but I've seen some people who actually do get into a one night stand, and after a week or so, they do get into a relationship, but it's very rare.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, what do you think?
maybe it depends on person to person. Like if they want to like take it further, they would. But then if not, nah, then let them like just behave as it is.
Yeah. I mean, I think most of the people hook up because they don't want something serious. Right. So I don't
Yeah,
see the chance of a hookup becoming a serious relationship a lot, but a few cases, yeah, maybe. So now, moving on to the fourth question. I think this is very needed now. Are people afraid of commitment?
Definitely, because I think it might be because of multiple reasons, and I think the main one would be like the lack of maturity regarding love and the overall term relationship. And I think people are scared of the outcome, what would happen after like they commit basically. Because
yeah.
I don't think they're that mature enough to know what they have to do to keep a person like for a long period of time or something like that.
Okay. For me, I think most of them are like they don't want to make the wrong choice, so they don't go for the commitment because they are too scared to.
I just
So
think people are lazy, like lazy to put in efforts, lazy to,
yeah,
do something for someone, or lazy to, not lazy, or I think they're just like scared to open up to someone that easily. So I think that is why they're afraid of commitment or something. And yes, they are.
moving on to the next question. Biggest lesson you've learned from talking to people or by dating?
So I think I have a couple, but that's they're definitely from talking to people because I talk to like a number of people and a number of people from different ages. So I have gained some knowledge. So first one would be if it's love, it will definitely come back. So elaborating on that, people think nowadays that if it's okay to commit fully or not commit. So if it's, I think you shouldn't put more time into that because if it's love, it will definitely come back. Secondly, I think in a relationship, while an argument is going on, one has to lose because I don't think there is a two-way win for an argument in a relationship. And lastly, I think the word love is I don't think there is such thing as love at first sight. It is very rare, but there are multiple cases where people just misunderstand a crush or an attraction.
Yeah. Okay. That
Yeah.
is true.
For me, I think it is trust. As I said before, trust is really important for me. And once it's broken, it's never coming back. As I
Trust
said before.
issues.
Yeah, got too much trust issues these days. Yeah.
I mean,
What about you?
I think like I wouldn't say it's a lesson, but something that I've understood by talking to a lot of people is that a lot of people who you might see like around your college campus or something, and you might think that they are a bit closed off or they might appear a little closed off or rude. If you talk to them, they're actually sweet most of the
Yeah.
times, and if if there's a biggest lesson that I've learned by dating, Then it's probably say a no if it's a no. Like, don't get into something just because you don't want to upset the person. I mean, I have experience with it, so like,
Yeah,
understand. Yes.
yeah.
Moving on to
I think
our,
it's the same.
yeah, moving on to our last question in this segment. Have social media and dating apps ruined the dating culture?
Personally, I think the digital media and the overall modern day dating, I think people thought it would bring an evolution shift, and I think they thought that it would be a very new thing that people might get into. But I think right now that it's definitely ruining the entire like romance and the olden day dating culture.
Yeah. What about you?
I wouldn't say it exactly ruined, but then,
Yeah.
you know, the way people started dating these days has changed because of it. But then, I wouldn't say it ruined.
I mean, like for me, I've never used dating apps, so I don't know about that. But like, has social
Wait, wait, wait,
media?
wait. One thing, none of us has used dating app, okay? So, we're
Yes,
just talking
thank you
with,
for clarifying.
yeah. It's not like we both used and we're talking in that experience. It's just we
You
saw
should
others.
mention. You
That's
should
it.
mention. I mentioned my. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, okay. Clarified. We none of us has used it. So
Okay, yeah. So I think, like, in my opinion, um, it's half and half because, especially in dating apps, the newer ones, which are not that protective, you can find fake profiles or like people who want to catfish you. So in that way, yes, it has ruined the dating culture. And social media, I don't know. I mean, like, I think it's more of people you meet in real life who ruin your relationship rather than the people on social media. But yeah, it happens sometimes. So that was the last question of segment one. Moving on to segment two, we have exams and academic pressure. The first question in the segment is, what is the most stressful exam that you have ever written, Mr. Larry?
I think for me, the most stressful exam would be the last exam I wrote, which was the competitive exam. I think it was mostly stressful because it was a first time exam for me because I think I was a bit more relaxed with the board exams that I wrote, but the competitive exams, it was a stressful one.
for me, it is probably my physics board exam. Cause
Okay.
being a CBSE student is already being difficult, and now
Yeah.
I had 1 day holiday for my physics board exam, and
Ooh.
everyone's first exam was physics for science student, but then for me, my first exam was PE because I changed to PE in 12th. So I think physics was the most stressful one because I forgot already everything, whatever I studied before the day before the exam.
Okay. I think for
What about
me, it was like board exams, but in specific, I would say my accountancy board exam because a huge thing lied on what marks I got in that exam. But like apart from that, each of the exams were very stressful because I literally used to crash out during the study sessions, and like Larry and Niv know how much I crashed out, and they were helping me so
Yes, yes.
much. And I was literally on a caffeine overtake mode, having like 4 or 5 cups of coffee every single day, or maybe even more. So I think it's in general. the most stressful exam you're going to write is the exam that you care about. Because in my 10th boards, I didn't care about it. So, like, I don't remember it being stressful. But the 12th one, I really cared. So it was a very, very stressful one. But at least I got a 98.5 out of that. I'm not flexing.
She's definitely close.
Definitely.
I think that was the flex.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on to the next question. Do marks actually define intelligence?
Definitely not. There is a very good debate that I stand with where they took a bunch of species, for example, a dog, cat, a fish, and a monkey, and they told all of the species to climb a tree. So I think that's how the marks define you, because I don't think they actually take in consideration of your other, like out of academic activities also. So
Yeah.
intelligence is more than just academic knowledge and marks, basically, I think.
Yeah, that's true.
Actually, marks, they're just to check your performances. But as for intelligence, if you say, it could be anything like, your creativity, your leadership, or anything you're, really good in. So they don't define your intelligence,
Yeah.
basically.
I mean, like, marks is only one part of your whole world. Academics is only just one part of it. You might probably be intelligent in an emotional way. It's like not always going to be academical, and that's okay. So I don't think marks actually define intelligence or they actually define a person. So
Yeah.
moving on to the third question. Why do you think that students these days tie their self-worth to grades?
I think they do so because I think that's what they have thought to and learn to like accept. I think that grades have become a very like personal part of their life. I think if they don't get that good grades, they might be downgraded into being a bad child or similar to that.
Yeah.
So I think that's one of the reasons that we have gotten ourselves into getting like only grades and not thinking about other things. And I think from the young age we have been taught to get good grades, and we haven't taught like learned about other morals that would be useful in the day-to-day life.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Like, most of the time for a student, it's like, the grades are treated like, that's the proof where their success is. So mostly because of that, they see their self-worth through grades, but then they shouldn't do that.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, like, it's just, I think from a very young age, you're like being brought up, being told that, oh my God, you have to get good marks, even in like when you're in second grade or third grade, and as you grow up, the pressure only gets more and more. Like maybe you see a classmate in class being treated well by the teachers because he or she is getting good marks, you know? That happens a lot of times. And so it just keeps building up inside you, and you just get, I think, sometimes insecure also that you're not able to get score good marks or something. So yeah, I think basically, yeah, that's the idea.
Okay. Moving on to the next question. What's your worst exam story?
What
Personally,
is
for
it?
me, I haven't had any bad exam experiences,
Okay.
but it might be the last exam, the competitive exam might be. on the top because I didn't expect the questions to be that difficult. I did prepare quite like quite well, but it was quite out of my reach.
Got it. For me, it's probably gonna be my JE second session because I studied so hard for that exam and I couldn't
Yes,
even write it.
yes,
I will
she
tell you
broke her
that
leg.
story in the I will tell you that story in the next episode. Okay.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay, but basic idea, she ended up breaking her leg.
Yeah.
Me told. Okay,
How the happiness she gets telling that. Oh my god. Such a saddest. Okay,
okay.
let's just move on to the next question.
I didn't answer.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, yeah. What about you, Tanishka? I'm so sorry. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I'm
I
not
mean,
cutting it out. Just
I don't think I have like a worst exam story, but there was this one exam, I don't remember which one. I think I studied for a different subject and I went off.
okay, wait. Yeah. That
What
happened with
subject
you
was it,
too
and
once.
what subject
I
did you
don't
study?
remember. I think it was like science or something, and I studied for social or like I'm not sure. I think but
Whoa,
yeah,
I did that once too when I was in like third or fourth grade. It was English exam and I ended up studying for EVS and I went.
the EVS is environmental studies, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on to the next question. What do you think about the pressure from family or society, especially, when we're in this age or like becoming teenagers, writing your 10th exam, 12th exam? There's a lot of pressure from family, from society, from your own parents. So what do you think about that, Mr. Larry?
personally, I didn't get much pressure from the overall society, but mostly there was a level where I did get some pressure from my family, but not that much. I think the pressure I got was self-made, like literally by me, because my parents were quite chill about the exams, but they did tell me to get good grades, so I didn't want to disappoint them. So I think that was a pressure for me personally, which got to my mind sometimes.
What about you, Naive?
See, like the pressure is for sure. Okay, like all of our parents wants the best for us, and like they have a really high expectation. Not only them, like the pressure the parents have is the society gives them how much your daughter is gonna score like that. So their pressure, whatever they get, they're gonna show it to us. Like you need to get good marks. I need to tell this particular person. If you don't get, what will I tell?
Yeah,
That kind
I
of
mean, like everyone
so,
just needs to mind their own fucking business.
yeah.
But
And it okay, no cursing, no cursing. I have been trying to not curse myself for so long. No cursing, okay? Yeah, it's very difficult to edit it out. Okay, but all this pressure ends up overwhelming us, like it's just
yeah,
so difficult to.
I mean, nowadays, more than people wanting to satisfy their parents, they want to satisfy the society. So like, oh, I scored this much, my photo came in that poster. I scored this much. I'm the topper of my school. Okay, bro. Like, if you do it because you want to do it, that is okay. But if you do it because you want to make people happy, then I don't know what to say about that. I mean, I think there was this one guy in our class who used to study just because he was a genius. Okay, like he was a genius. He had an amazing brain and all, but he
Okay.
used to study and get good marks just for the sake of his parents.
Oh, that is.
Because he was not interested in like this basic level stuff. He was a bit more advanced and all, but he used to do that.
Moving on to the next question. How has your life been after boards?
Personally, for me, it's pretty boring. I thought it would be all like the reels, like where people party a lot.
Yeah.
But
Oh my God, yes.
personally, for me, it's not like that.
I mean,
I think
even
thought I would discover more of myself, but I haven't been able to do that much.
yeah. I mean, even we thought that we would go out, party, go on a
Yeah,
trip
yeah.
somewhere, go watch movies every day out of the house. But I don't know. I mean, I'm a commerce student. I'm like completely free. You science students, how many exams will you write? How many? I'm like
Bro,
so.
you have no idea the amount of plans we made before the exams, which went like it was null.
And
Like
it's
nothing happened after the holiday.
I feel like so sad for you guys because even Niveda and even you, right? After board exams, you had some other competitive exam. After that, one more
Yeah.
competitive exam. After that, one more. After that, one more. And after that, all the college entrance exams. So I'm like, what are these people doing? My admission got over back in April itself. These people are still writing only. Our other best friend, Vashni Vijay, she's going to write another exam this like Sunday.
Okay, to next question. Things school never taught but should have.
For me, the one main subject I wanted in school right now is communication because I think today's generation has forgotten how to communicate properly, and I think they should be taught how to communicate regarding stuff and about things that they want. I think just in general to speak, I think that's a good subject to have and like school basically.
Yeah. What about you, Nev?
For it's probably to have fun while studying. Like it's not like my school didn't like teach me to have fun while studying, but then you know, it's just that I learned it way before they taught me.
Okay, yeah.
It's either you only study or you only have fun. It's like that. So
Okay. Yeah, so I think for me, every school should have a specific separate sex ed class, and they should also focus on raising awareness about like the LGBTQ community and a lot of other stuff. And probably one more class for like the news, like a news class for, everything that happened today or yesterday in the world, we present to you.
your basic. Okay, okay, like that.
And they need to literally give projects about, write an article about this issue or that issue, basically
Okay,
geopolitical stuff.
I think future students are gonna kill you for this idea. So let's just continue.
Definitely, definitely.
No, but
Yeah. You're just putting more pressure to their life by
it's
giving
not
ideas like these.
pressure. Instead of studying unwanted stuff, this is like, it's actually, it'll give you some knowledge at
See,
least.
according to the book author, whatever they are given is very knowledgeable. Okay, so
That book author itself is outdated over there.
that is true.
I think they should bring in more like practical stuff rather than just theory
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And I
because
think,
I think that
yeah.
will be more interesting to learn.
That is true. And I think a lot of schools are also doing that now. Like I know that our schools literally has a robotic um thing. I don't know what you call it. Thing. That's what I call it.
ATL lab.
Yeah.
That is a compulsory thing that the government has got into. So
Okay. I mean, ask Lalit what our college had. Nothing. Study, study, study.
They are bringing in new stuff now. I don't know what that is. Wait. One more thing. Is it just me or just like the schools evolve after we left, like after we leave?
Yes. I mean, that is
Like
true.
yeah,
is
I mean, it's true. If you see my school
like
right
we
now,
had
they got pickleball court, they got cricket court, like they're getting cricket court, they got pickleball court, and the inauguration was when we actually graduated. Okay, so it's like they having so much fun right now. Back then when we were in school, nothing. Just shut up and do whatever is
there was
there available.
nothing like good entertainment or like stuff apart from like just academics. It was study, study, study. Right now, it's like you can have like this activity for your class. If there is multiple new things, we have nothing.
Yeah, that's true. And I remember we used to go and beg the principal to let us go and play in college and in school
Yes.
with Niveda. I remember we used to play badminton every PE
Yeah, we used
period.
to play badminton.
I
Yeah.
am very good in badminton, guys.
No, she's not. She's not. She's not. She's not. That's a lie. That's a big lie. She can't even hit the shuttle. She can't even
Excuse
hit the
me, that
shuttle.
is a lie. I can hit it. I will show you. You give me
No,
one shuttle, I will show you.
I okay. In the coming up episode, I will get Varshini Vijay as a give a live statement for this. So yeah, let's continue.
You can give any statement you want. My playing is not recorded anywhere, so you won't be able to prove it.
Okay, why don't we actually record
No, thank you.
day out
No,
with
thank you.
okay.
Moving on,
See that's why she's lying.
moving on to segment number, we have men's masculinity and stigmas. So, Mr. Larry, this men masculinity stigmas segment is completely for you. We have
Okay.
the first question. What is something that most people misunderstand about men?
Personally, for me, I think they think all all men are the same. That's one general point, and they think they're like completely opposite to the to like emotions when compared to like women. But I think we are very similar to it. But I think it's the way we express our emotions, which
Yeah.
they think it's like completely opposite.
Yeah, okay. What you mean is like women are more like they express
Yes.
differently and men express differently. Yeah.
Yeah, yes, yes, definitely.
What about you, Naive? What do you know about what people misunderstand about men?
I don't know. I mean, I don't even
Generally,
trust them, so I don't like. Generally, I don't. Genuinely, I don't know.
okay.
So,
So I think
yeah.
like generally what you see is that usually, men are just expected to be strong all the time. So I think that is something that people misunderstand. And even if someone is, I think recently, especially in social media and stuff, if a man is vulnerable or if they're like
Mm.
happy and if someone is actually being emotional and good, some part of the people, I'm not saying everyone, some part, they're just like, oh my God, he's just gay, it's okay. So if now there's also the thing that if you start expressing your emotions, you are termed as a gay person, which is bizarre, And I also think that's the same about men who are into fashion.
Yes, I would agree.
Mr. Larry has been through that, guys. Okay.
Oh my God, definitely.
Did you?
It's there are some days I get a lot of like allegations because I just dressed up. Like
Yeah,
I just put on a shirt and pants. Like I look, like I don't
good.
want to make this into a like flex, but if I look better than you, you can like they just call me like gay. I don't know what that is.
What?
Yeah, that has
Okay.
happened. So, moving on.
Yeah. Moving on to the next question. Why are men taught to hide emotions?
Personally, for me, I think they are not taught to hide emotion. I think they're taught that showing emotions is like feminine and that would be like a feminine thing. So that's my thing. And from an young age, they have told, they have taught us like not to completely express ourselves. And
Yeah.
and we men have been like very bad at understanding that we do also need to like express ourselves emotionally.
Yeah. I mean, like, if I have to say from like a personal perspective, then um my ex, right? When we first started getting to know each other, he was the person who was brought up telling like, you shouldn't cry. That is a sign of weakness or something, which was so idiotic. But coming back to the point, when I when he told me that, I was like, "Are you an idiot? Why would you think like?" Of course, I did understand where he came from, but it was also very idiotic for me to think that crying is a weakness and all. And but yeah, I think that changed for him after that. And I think a lot of men are like that. But now they're getting better. So you go, guys. What about you, Niv?
It's probably because the old theory, like it's like the elders go like a man should be tough, strong, and they shouldn't show their emotions because they have to face all sort of problem and carry the family forward and all bullshit. It's maybe mostly because of that kind of mindset. If
Mhm.
it is not that kind of mindset, I think it'll be equalized. So.
Yeah, that is true. Moving on to the next question. Do you think that in this generation, people take men's mental health seriously?
I think they take it seriously up to a point, but after a like certain time period, I think that falls apart like really quickly.
Mm. Mm.
I mean, see, people don't even take their own mental health seriously these days. So, like, no one like takes it seriously. So
Yeah,
why do you expect people to take men's mental health seriously while they can't take others or their mental health seriously?
yeah, that is true. Um, I don't know. I think like mental health as a whole in our Indian community, not with the youngsters, but like with probably our parents and all, it's a very less talked about topic, if you know what I
Yes.
mean. So,
Yeah.
and most of the times they even shy away from or like shy away from talking about mental health. So that is why I love, love, love the movie Dear Zindagi. Okay, wait, we should make another episode. We'll make another episode about movies and books and all the entertainment stuff in our lives.
Yes.
Yes. So moving on to the next question.
Is man up one of the most harmful phrase?
I think it depends situation to situation, but if you're telling it for a man who is like if you want to encourage him, I think I would go for it, but I don't think you should do that when he's at his lowest. I think that would actually break the man completely.
That's true. We can't comment on it because we are not men.
Yeah. I
If
mean,
you
I think
can't
the same
already
as
see.
being a daddy. So
Yeah,
what?
nothing.
Okay.
Like if you can't already see that we are not men. Okay, moving on to the next question we have. Why do you think that some men they struggle to open up in relationships?
I think main reason could be lack of communication or improper communication, which
Mm,
leads to like a lack of trust between
mm.
people, and I think that's the main thing. And I don't think they are very you know trusted like upward. So I think that's the thing.
What do you think, Knife? Why do you think that men struggle?
To open up. It's I don't know, like I never seen someone who like any guy like struggle to open up. So maybe it's because they will be judged or something. I don't know. It's just I think.
Yeah, I mean, I feel that it's very hard for a lot of men to open up in the sense of being like vulnerable to show that even they are weak to a person. And usually it's very easy for them if they are comfortable with you. But I think a lot of them, it takes some time to be comfortable.
Yeah. Moving on to the
One
next
more point
question.
to add.
Yeah.
Sorry. I
It's okay.
think in general, men actually think it's kind of feminine to open up to their
Yes.
significant other. I think that's one of the main uh, things also.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the reason could be, but I think in general, I've seen some people uh, tell that.
I think it's just the way that they are brought up, like it depends on
Yeah,
where you're brought up from. It depends on that, basically.
I've never heard that phrase before. This is the first time.
You are different, Ma.
I mean, I've been with different type of people. That's why maybe.
Don't
Okay.
say that. People are gonna think you've been with 1,000 people. She's just been with one person.
No offense, guys. Let's just move on to the next question.
Moving on to the next question. Is vulnerability seen as an attractive trait or as a weakness?
personally for me, I think it's a attractive trait because I think it's you actually won in life if like someone is like vulnerable because it's very hard to be like vulnerable with one person, and if it's a significant other, I think it's a very good thing.
Yeah, that's so cute. Moving on, Niveda, what about you?
I mean, I think it's a weakness, like from my perspective.
Not you opening up to someone opening up to
No,
you.
I know. I know. I mean, it's not like if a random person comes and tells me this, like, I have experience, like, they do it for sympathy. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that
Those
then
type of
it's
people,
Oh, okay, okay.
those type of people who do it for sympathy, I feel like it's a weakness. They're just sharing me their weakness. Like,
yeah,
I never like
yeah.
they just want my attention. Like I don't like if I don't want to give you attention, just leave. Like why do you need to
I mean,
share it
yeah,
with me?
so what I would like to tell to my dear people is that do not overshare too easily. Like if you just meet a
Yeah.
person, especially if you're just going to maybe first PU or second PU, whatever the equivalent of that is, uh, and you meet like a new person on the first day and you feel like, oh my God, I'm gonna be friends with them for the rest of the 2 years and probably for like, forever. No, you're not. So do not overshare everything on the first day itself. Wait for probably a month or 2 months. See how you guys vibe and maybe later share. Because that's a mistake I did. That's a mistake Niveda did. That's a mistake I don't know if Larry did. But yeah,
Yes, I have done that.
Yeah.
okay.
I've definitely done that, and I don't think I regret it. I don't talk to that person anymore, so I don't know.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
okay.
no. I'm not telling like to a person you've known for years. I'm telling like to a person that you've just met.
Yeah, just met. Like it's just been 24 hours or just
Yeah.
48 hours, and you overshare things. Like no, don't do it. It's
I
like a
don't think
biggest
I've
mistake.
shared like within like
Okay.
days worth of like friendship. Like
Yeah.
I think I have taken like time to
Yeah.
like see what kind of person
I
he or
mean,
she might be like.
yeah, that is
Yeah.
true. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm also like a very, very, very closed person, so it takes a lot of time for me to open up. I think like
Yeah.
I've only ever been like completely open with Niveda, Larry, and Varshini Vijay. three
Question
people
which is
in my life. Done, sorted. And because Naive is here and because Mr. Larry is here, one more thing I wanted to add is when you're going to a new place or when you're choosing friends, choose people who are going to support you. Choose people who are going to check in on you if you're, crashing out or if you're feeling overwhelmed or sad. Because I believe that your surrounding is who you are. And choosing the people who you surround yourself is very, very, choosing the people who you surround yourself with is very, very important, especially at this stage when we are growing and evolving. Because I think Niveda and me, we've known each other for more than 7 years, and we've
yeah.
watched each other grow and change, and we don't know if we are going to change anymore, as people, because we're just gonna go uh, to college now. So like, but I know that we will still be there together forever. And I think
Mm.
even Mr. Larry might have some friends like that, like best friends for life.
Yes, yes, definitely. I have one person who I really trust. Yes.
Oh, it's so cute. Oh my
Okay.
God. Okay, yeah, moving on. What's a stereotype about men that needs to die?
There is a stereotype. Personally, I have seen this stereotype in like my college. I don't know if Tanishka, yeah, you know about
You can call Tanishka,
it.
it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I did. I thought I would just expose your name. I didn't know that. Sorry, I forgot you were the host. Okay, I'll start over.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Okay, so personally for me, the stereotype like which needs to like die is people who judge, like people who like dress up. Like I, you have to understand that they are expressing themselves in their own manner. So I think people fail, like some people fail to do understand that. So yeah, they have to, yeah, they have to go.
What about you, Niv? What's a stereotype that you think needs to die?
I don't know. Probably, men should always be strong and tough. That
Yeah,
is.
I mean, I think that's the same thing like a lot of people would say, would
Yeah.
answer. So the guys who have experienced, please do share your personal experiences with us in the DMs of our official Instagram page or like wherever you want to,
Or email box too.
or comments too. Next thing.
Okay.
We have two questions for Mr. Larry.
Okay. Moving on to the next question. Have you ever felt pressure to act a certain way because you're a guy?
I would say yes, because I think I'm kind of socially selective to who I talk to, and yes, I do act differently from person to person, but I think that's because it's like the comfort level which I have with people. Because I think some people get you like better than others, but some people, even if you talk like a number of days, I don't think they would like completely be up to your like goofiness or like comfortable with you.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I literally get that because I don't talk to a lot of people and like when I go out in public or something, like I'm a completely different person. Uh, but when I'm like with Niveda or with Varshini or with like Mr. Larry, I'm a completely different person. So the weirdness is just for people who understand you, and if I go out in public, it's completely pressure, 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 pressure. So yeah, but I'm a girl, not a guy. Never mind. Moving on to the last question of our third segment. We have what is something that you wish more people understood about men?
I think people in general should understand that if a man is not able to express himself, that might be because that that might be because you might have gone wrong somewhere, and if you try to like push it out of him, I think it would make things worse. Like personally, after a fight with a couple of people, they have like tried to like ask a lot of questions and like try to reach back, and I was like but to clarify, it was like completely their mistake. So but still they tried to like reach out, and I did give in. Like in the last, I did speak to them, and yeah, that was
Yeah. And on a
yeah.
side note, I think that's something girls go through too. You know, hi, it's me. No, like you both know, because I just think, apart from it being something about guys or girls, generally what people should understand is a no means no. If someone has set a boundary, please don't try to cross it thinking that, but we used to be together, but I know her better. No, you might know her better than anyone else, but if he or she says no, it's a no. That is something more people should understand. Moving on to our segment 4, the fun part. We have a game session today. So the first thing that we have here is
Our first game, bare minimum or princess treatment.
yes. So our first question is good morning and good night texts every day. Is that a bare minimum or princess treatment?
I think it's a bare minimum. I
I
And
mean,
Yeah, I think it's a
like,
bare minimum.
yeah,
it's a bare minimum.
I think I send good morning and good night text to you both itself every day. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah,
But then,
so
if you've seen a relationship, it is a bare minimum.
yeah, and
it
That's the
is
least thing
definitely a
that I
bare
can
minimum.
do.
I mean, for me, even in friendships, not friendships, sorry, in best friendships or in close friendships, it's a bare minimum. But yeah,
Okay.
moving on.
Moving on to the next question. Sending a text. Sorry. Moving on to the next question. Sending text me when you get home message. Is it bare minimum or princess treatment?
Bare
I
minimum.
think it's a bare minimum actually,
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a
because
bare
I
minimum.
think
Like,
you, if you look like if you are genuinely concerned about like safety of a girl, I think you would. It's a bare minimum. You would do that.
Yeah. Moving
I would
on.
even
Give
ask a person
your,
I don't know.
huh? Why?
What?
Why would you ask a person who you don't know?
Like, if we have just met a
Okay, yeah, yeah,
person this.
Yeah,
yeah. I keep cutting her
I
off,
mean, even
Niveda.
in friendships, like
Yeah, yes,
I
yes.
tell my friend, like just call me when you get home. Like yeah, that's like a
Yeah.
thing.
And he sends me, don't get kidnapped. Very nice way to tell. Be safe. Okay, moving on to the third question. Giving your hoodie or jacket when they're cold. I mean, I don't
Um,
know.
for
It's
me,
a
I
bare
think it's
minimum.
a bare minimum.
I'm not gonna comment on
Because,
it.
yeah, bro, like, even if it is not a relationship, if it is a friendship, I would give my jacket or hoodie to someone if they are cold.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. See, my friends have given me, and I have given my friends. So, definitely, it's a bare minimum for me.
People brought up in luxury.
Moving
Okay.
on to the next question. Planning dates instead of always asking, what do you want to do? Is it bare minimum or princess treatment?
I think
No,
it's in
this
the
is not.
middle.
Yeah, I don't agree with
I,
this
th- I
because, yeah, tell Larry go first.
I think I think it's kind of like more towards bare minimum, but because I think you like a man's perspective, I think I would definitely like plan out like multiple these things instead of just asking like what do you want to do.
I mean,
I would actually. Continue.
if you plan the stuff that I would be interested in doing, then probably even that princess treatment only for yeah. Like, I mean, I think I like planning things.
The third time itself.
So,
I think it's a bare minimum because that's the least a guy can do. Like he should know where's your source of interest.
yeah,
It's like that. If you see
that,
in that way, it's a bare minimum.
yeah, yeah, that is true. I accept, I agree. Moving on to the last question of our bare minimum of princess treatment. Calling instead of texting when you're upset.
Come on, it's like bare minimum, please.
It's
No,
actually
I
it's
mean,
definitely bare minimum.
I wouldn't want a,
Bec-
like, imagine I'm just talking, like, I just started talking to someone and I'm upset and I just tell them that I'm upset and they call me. I do not, I wouldn't want that because, like, if it's Niveda or if it's like Mr. Larry or if it's like Vijay calling me, then okay. But if it's like just someone that I'm just getting to know, then I am definitely not going to start crying in front of them.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's
I
true.
also think it's like person to person. I think some people are like like texting person, and like most of the
Yes.
people, I
Yeah.
think
But
they
I think,
prefer to get a text instead of a direct call. So I
yeah.
think that might be one of the
But
situations.
like in a relationship point of view, it's definitely bare minimum, I think.
Yeah.
It's
If he
it's
doesn't call
definitely
you,
bare
if
minimum.
you're
Yeah.
gone for him. Gone.
Niveda's
Okay.
future
Moving
boyfriend,
on to.
note that.
Yeah. I am not gonna date anyone. Let's stick with being single. Okay.
We'll
Moving
see.
on to the next set of game. What's your opinion? So the first question is giving your partner your phone password.
I think I would
Mr.
do
Block.
Larry.
that actually.
Okay,
Oh,
everyone is
okay.
subjected to your own opinion. Trigger
I
warning.
mean,
Not that I got
For
judged
me,
immediately.
no, no, no. Okay, okay, wait. See, Mr. Larry, you are telling in a way that you don't have a problem with it. But would you be okay
yeah.
if that person is like completely doubtful of you and because
But
of that
but
they want?
if it's like a But if it's like a partner, I think you would have like enough time with them to like completely understand them, right? So I think I
Some
would,
people are crack
and
over there,
even if
so
but that's like it takes a time to understand that. I wouldn't give my phone like immediately, like within a week of like knowing a person. No, I wouldn't do that.
yeah.
But like a partner, yes, definitely.
I mean, for
See.
me, it's a complete like see, I would probably give my phone password to Niveda or like to even a good friend, you know. But yeah, I think I don't have a problem with it unless they're the type to check stuff, wantedly
Yeah.
do it.
Until unless they don't misuse it, like I'm fine.
Yeah.
Like in one point of time, my entire 10th grade class knew my password. So, I mean, I was okay with it. So,
How come I know? Okay, sorry. I don't remember. Never mind. Moving on to the next question. We have unfollowing people your partner is uncomfortable with. What do you feel about that?
I don't think I would do that actually. Unfollowing, like, there might be a if there is a valid reason, okay, fine. But randomly, if someone tells me to like not follow like a particular person, I think I would question them for like at
Like in
least
a
a
toxic
good
way.
reason, actually. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I think that we all agree on, right?
Yeah, but
If
then
it's in
see,
a toxic way, then I'm definitely not going to unfollow them. But if your reason is valid, then I will think about it.
I would I would never unfollow someone. As
Okay.
long as I'm comfortable with it, he should also be comfortable with it. Okay. So
Okay.
don't have high expectations that I would unfollow someone just because you told me to.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Moving on to the next question. Cutting off a friend because your partner doesn't like them.
Because see, for me
no,
especially, it's the
I
thing
don't think I
that,
would do that.
yeah, so for me, it's the thing that I am not friends. I have a very, 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 very intuitive heart or like gut or whatever you want to say. So I am only friends with people that I know are good people. So if you don't like them, then I don't think I should be liking you in the first place. Yeah. Moving
If
on.
possible, I would either cut off him than cutting off with my friends. So,
Yeah.
And there is
What about you,
always the
Larry?
point where like if there is a like point where yeah, I've known my friend for longer than I have like known
Yeah.
you.
yeah.
So if it's like a best friend and like someone is telling me to like not be with them,
Yeah, that is true. So wait for a
yeah,
while until okay, he came back. Never mind.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
my dad
Moving on.
talking.
Okay, okay, yeah,
Should I
I
just
know,
now
understood.
drag it?
Moving on to the next question, we have updating your partner about where you are all the damn time.
Personally, I would do that actually.
What?
Again, I would
Like
do
I
it.
think there it's a factor because like I don't want you to worry about like me and where I
Okay,
am
if
all the
that.
time.
Yeah.
I
For
mean, if
me,
you
see,
ask me.
we wouldn't do it if it's like in a toxic way that they want to keep track. If I will give you
Yes.
by my own, you don't torture me for it. You know, that is my opinion. What about you?
See, for me, first of all, asking or like telling that itself is like a huge red flag. Like, if you don't have trust in me, like, but I need to up. Why do I need to update you? If you have trust in me, there's no reason that I need to update you where I am. So
Yeah,
that's
okay.
like no way. Okay. Moving on to the next game, the last game for this entire segment and the episode. Two truths and one lie. So, Mr. Larry would go first.
Come on, Mr. Larry.
So okay, first question, not like first one. Okay, these
Yeah.
are points. First point, I was rushed to the hospital one time. Second one, I have been in an hospital till 3 a.m. Like not for myself, but for a different person or like for a certain thing. And lastly, I had my toenail extracted.
I think your
Uh,
toenail extraction
Toenail.
thing is a lie.
Yeah. Tanka,
Okay,
you
yeah,
got
it's
a.
correct. Yeah, that's
See,
correct.
I knew it.
That's kind of a lie.
Because, like, his two questions are about hospital and randomly toenail extraction comes.
Okay.
I think that was with the theme of hospital and stuff. So yeah, never mind.
Yeah. So, I'll do now. Since, like, his first question, I give easy one. Like, first point, I have given relationship advice to people that I would never follow. Okay. Second one, I had a crush on a teacher. Third one, I have never been friend zoned.
You had a crush on a teacher. No,
I
wait,
think
let
I
me
think
shut
the
up.
second one is a lie.
Which one? You had a
Yeah,
crush on a teacher?
second one
Yes,
is
yes, that's a lie. Hopefully that's a lie.
It is.
it
It
is
is.
it is it is it is please.
Okay, okay, thank you.
I
Okay.
remember Tanka have like crushing over a teacher.
Where?
Yeah, that's
Okay,
why
excuse me,
it's
enough
stuck in my
laughing.
mind.
Okay, shut up, shut up. Okay,
Yeah,
let's
your chance.
to mine. First point is I have a secret account, Instagram account that none of you know about. Okay. Second one, I have had a secret short-term relationship in the past few months that no one knows about.
What?
I
Okay.
have had a secret relationship that in the past few
Understood.
months.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, okay, okay.
Third one, I hate and regret my firsts.
I think the second one is
Yeah, the
Which
same.
one?
I think the second one is the
see, when you
short-term
told the
relationship.
first one seemed to be really lie, okay, it seemed to be like very artificial, but then when you told the second one I feel like no, wait, the first one is the lie.
Secret account.
Wait, can you
Yeah.
come again with the first one?
I have a secret account that none of you know about. I have had a secret relationship in the past few months that no one knows about. I hate and regret my firsts.
I think the second one is the lie.
Okay. Lock. Are the answers locked in?
Wait, why am I so confused?
Niveda, Larry is choosing two. What are you choosing, Niveda?
I would choose two too, but then I think the first one is lie because I would get a notification if you have a
Okay.
secret account.
The How would you get a notification if I have a secret account?
Because Insta has this thing that if a person creates a new account, like if they're in your contacts, it'll come to them. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. So I'm
Seriously?
locking in with my first one. Yeah.
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, wait. So the winner of my round is
Like,
Larry.
Let's go.
wait, you have an account
I have two
that
secret
none of us
accounts
know
that none
about.
of you know about. Two, not
Wow.
one.
I knew.
Don't worry, I will make sure to
I
remove you from
think
all of my accounts.
I think I know. Like you have an account because like you were on a like accounts free. You like made multiple accounts at once. Was that the time you made a new account?
I don't know. I think no, one I made during New Year time and one I made during March or something, I think.
And you were
Okay,
lecturing me
okay.
about my accounts. Okay. Yeah, I see
But
how
I
it is.
don't
I mean, you
follow,
went
no,
only
I
with a
don't
guy.
follow anyone from these accounts. No one follows me also.
Don't worry. No one is gonna follow you from my account. So, yeah. You see, after this episode end, you will not be
Hey,
there in my
shut
account.
up, da.
It'll be like this, gone. Never knew you were there.
Stop, stop. Okay.
So we will end this episode for now, and we will come back with another episode. This is it for me. Consider this your warning. Don't tell my mom it's not mom approved.
We spill everything, the bad decisions, the real conversations, the things that happen after midnight, and the stuff that only gets said between best friends.
No judgment, no filter, no adult supervision. New episodes every 2 weeks, rated not for moms. And I hope you enjoyed today's episode with Mr. Larry. And please go and follow us on all pages possible. And this is Niveda, and that's Tanishka signing off.
Bye.